Hey guys.
What's going on, you guys? Slim here at the NAWCQ with my boys, Ace Persuasion and Team Bortle. You already know, and we're here with...
my name's Dylan Fricker.
And how did you do here at the NAWCQ?
So I got 3rd place after Swiss. I played going second Sky Striker. I lost in top 64 to just something that was totally out of my control. This was my first Premier Top. I broke the bubble curse.
Hey.
I was really happy.
And it dash.
Yeah.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah. I won 11-0 and I just lost last round. I didn't draw playable. But I was really happy with the deck, and I think if I didn't lose to my worst matchup ever, which is in Demion, because I'm playing Sky Striker, if I didn't lose to that, I think I had the best deck to win the event, because it was just so good. But yeah,
let's get into it.
Okay, so best monster in the game still is 3-Ray.
Still Bay?
Still Bay.
Okay. Always.
3 engage, 3 multi-roll, 3 Widow Anchor. You can't really differ on this.
Yeah.
It's just really good. Multi-roll is more important than ever, so really change that number. 2 Shark Cannon. I was not a big fan of this at first, but then like, this is just so good against almost every deck in the format. There are a lot of times where you can break the Thunderboard when they make triple burst. You can Shark Cannon back triple burst and summon Kagari and add back again. So this has applications against every single deck in the format. It's really good. But yeah. 2 area. I'm a big advocate for 3 of this in the Striker deck because of consistency. But with the build that we played, this is like a dead card in your hand a lot of the time. And when you're going second, you want to be able to break the board and play through it and like have live cards in your hand. You don't want to be just holding cards because then you just lose a twin, right? So that 2 of that, and then the 1-ups. I didn't play Hercules base. I don't think that card's necessary. This deck is really good because it's just as unfair as all the danger thunder decks and stuff like that, but you don't have to win the dice roll.
Yeah.
It's really good because you play so many cards, I'll show you in a minute, like traps and stuff like that, to go second and do so well and break boards. You just don't need to win the die roll, and you also have just a really good burn matchup and a really good rogue matchup because of all of your searchable cards and ray effect, right? So that's why I chose this for this event. So I never needed Hercules base once. That's an unfair card.
The most unfair card.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
This just makes Striker as unfair as some of the combo decks right now, which is why it's necessary to play it, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I played 3 Cosmic Cyclone. A lot of people play MST in this deck. For this weekend, especially this event, I did not think that was correct, because when you go second against Orcus, they can just Dingyus to protect their counter trap if you MST it. And you don't want to be wasting like 3 cards to kill one that you could just with a Cosmic Cyclone. Yeah. This is also really relevant in the mirror match, because a lot of the time a mirror match is won by like both players having an area 0 and like hitting an engage off of it. You can safely clear area 0 with Cosmic. You can clear multi-roll, banishes Pendulum Scales, like all the Endymion ones that put themselves back. Yeah. Like, this is really good against that, because I definitely don't want Servant coming back.
Yeah, definitely don't.
Yeah. So this was really good for me. I really liked it. So 2 Terraforming, 2 Foolish Burial Goods. I advocated for Desires a lot in this deck, but for this event in particular, I wasn't playing I wasn't playing enough Striker cards to play Desires because I needed a grind game, and especially with some of the traps I played, Desires just conflicts way too much. So I just wasn't a fan of it, and it was really, this card was insane. Upstart, Rhoda, Foolish, Fusion, and then the last spell we played was Double or Nothing.
Oh my god.
So I want to give a huge shoutouts to my teammates from Game Nation. Ryan, you originally came up with the idea, and we all played it and play tested it for the event. It was ridiculous. So against every deck in the format, every deck plays level 4s, right? Every single deck. This allows you to mine them for a turn. You set up an engage off Shizuku, and then on their turn, they're going to keep their cards in hand because it's like Striker, you can't kill me. So you go Shark Cannon, summon level 4, normal summon Ray, then you make this card, you use the effect, attach any material, you summon this, and then you add this from deck to hand. It's 5,000, you attack into a monster, you negate it, you activate Double or Nothing. This is 10,000 attack, and it attacks for game. It's a 1-card shot. And in Striker, it's really good because the deck is known for not having enough pressure, right?
But that's instant OTK.
Yeah, because we're playing so many copies of mine, we want to say, okay, we're not trying to lose the game to twin off the top deck. We're trying to end the game. And this card was just crazy. I'm really happy I played it, and I want to give a big shout out to Ryan and shout out to Jesse for winning the Worlds with me.
Winning the World Point, that was crazy.
It's crazy. 3 Imperm. This was the only hand trap we played. I'll explain why I didn't play Veilorb in a second. I played triple Metaverse and triple Trap Trick. So I'm trying to see Mystic Mine.
Every game.
And like I said against Thunder, like game 1 in the Thunder Mirror, if you lose the die roll, you just lose the game, and usually the match.
Yeah.
So with this, you can draw any combination of these 2 cards in your opening hand, and you beat the entire Thunder Dragon board. So if you draw any combination of one of these cards against Orcus, you win the game.
You win for sure.
You can activate Mystic Mine, and this can stall you to a point where you can get your engage, get your multi-rules, get your advantage. And this card was crazy because the main way you beat this deck is like Twin Twister, Cosmic Cycle. They would target this, I would just chain it, set another card.
Yeah.
So it was crazy. It would give me advantage over my opponent, and it was just ridiculous. More copies of Mystic Mine. So this was crazy. It was so good. I gotta give a shout out to Jesse for the tech.
Yeah.
And that was 43 cards in the main deck.
43 in the main?
Yeah. I was not happy with that.
Yeah.
I've been playing this deck for a while, and I'm all for consistency. But it was really good because 7 people made Dweller against me, and we all know how effective that is against Striker.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I guess I'll just do extra first.
Yeah, extra's cool.
So the token, obviously, Kagari, Shibuya Zugu. Don't worry, I have another one in my blender. Triple Hayate and Kana. This is 8. So I'm an advocate for 2 of this. I definitely think it's needed, but for the weekend we were teching some cards in the extra deck, like the Utopia packages and stuff. So we didn't have space for it. It never cost me a game, but I did miss it a few times. But overall, I think it's fine. Like I think if you play it correctly, you just don't need more than this.
Yeah.
And if you get to the point in the game where you do need more, I think you've lost anyway.
Yeah.
Bomber, Ningirsu, Kita, and Phoenix. This card's crazy.
Yeah,
it's just Needle Fiber.
Yeah, basically.
They're also good. These are standard cards you have to play in the deck. And then, so this is spicy. We played Security Dragon. So, Orcus makes you go first and they activate Black card to give you 5 tokens. So, when they give you 3 tokens on the resolution of Summon of Phoenix, you activate Sanctum, you summon Scythe, and then on your turn, you make the Link Monster and a token into this, then you make the Scythe and a token into a Phoenix, you pop the Black Garden, then you make a Ningirsu, then you make a Bomber Dragon. So you go,
nice.
and then you can bounce another card with Security Dragon. Yeah. So you go +3 and you Scythe them. Yeah. So it's crazy, and this was just an out to tokens, like I said, because Black Garden can be very oppressive, so we just needed a card in our extra to do it, and like I said, if you resolve this, when they Black Garden you insta win. I did it like twice as beginning. It was ridiculous. And like I said, like this card and Sanctum especially just is really good because it doesn't lose to Twin, which is like a big thing I was trying to play my Striker deck to do, and it was really good. Like every time it got twinned, I just instantly won. So then the last 2 cards, obviously, Utopia package. This is some cheese.
How many games did you cheese with it?
I played against a Magician player. Round 5, and he put up 4 negates.
4 negates.
And I broke it, and all I had was Ray and a Shark Cannon. And I Shark Cannon back his level 4, normal summon to Ray. He's like, no. And I made Utopia double.
Oh.
He's like, no. And then I searched it, and I did 85, and he was like, well, that's game.
Wow.
And I did it like against Thunder Dragon, against Salamangreat, against Orcus. Like this was so good. I did it in the mirror match because in the mirror match especially, this card is so oppressive.
Yeah.
Because in the mirror match, you don't want to commit your cards to the field, but this forces you to. So either you lose to my Twin Twisters, and well, I don't play Twin Twisters. Sorry, you lose to my Heavy Storm Dusters, my MSCs, and my Cosmic Cyclones, or you just get OTK.
Yeah.
So either one, it's like pick your poison, which is like really good, and it's not a dynamic that's happened in the mirror match before this. So we had an insane advantage in that.
I like it.
So that was the extra. So for the side deck, I played 3 Ghost Ogre. Ghost Ogre was really good because our main deck was really focused on Salamangreat, Orcus, and Thunder Dragon, whereas we wanted our side deck to be for more rogue matchups, Magician, Draco, Altergeist, the mirror match, because we would play a few of those at the event, and I didn't want to have too many dead cards against them. This was also really good against Thunder Dragon, because like I said, killing the LP usually means sometimes you can stop them from summoning Aggro Pain, and then 1 trap card breaks the entire board. So this effectively cuts them off 3 monsters if you hit LP, which is like really nice. So I was a huge fan of it, and it was really good all weekend. It was really good in the mirror match as well, obviously for multi-roll.
Yeah,
I played 2 Pranker Tops. This card was crazy when you go second and stuff like that. Like I said, more cards for decks that my main deck isn't for.
Yeah.
Because it was decks that I wasn't expecting. 2 MST. Once again, more back row removal. We were just trying to draw these cards going second against Salad, like outs to Order, outs to Anti-Spell, especially with Pranker Tops.
Yeah.
Because if I get rolling against that deck, I played 6 Salamangreat and Swiss Knight 2-0'd every single one of them.
Those are buys.
It's free. I got 6 buys, but who needs a VIP?
Yeah, I know.
But so this card was just really good.
Like,
And then the last 2. So I guess I'll just show this 3 Duster. So we play Trap Trick, so we can just play like the most broken normal traps in the game. This card is crazy for the mirror match, Trickstar, for Altergeist, everything. This card is really good. It won me a few games, and I really liked it. And it's really good going first against like Magician and stuff like that.
yeah.
So I really like that card. And then the 3 Sanctum and the Scythe and Valencia. So depending on the scenario, you can summon either one of these. And like if you have a mine up and they have 1 monster, and you're scared of them scared of them having like twin and then like banishing cards, so they can't stop this with Ash. You can go this and standby, summon this, tribute it. They can't banish, and then they can twin you, but it doesn't matter because they're under Lancia.
Yeah.
And then Scythe was just ridiculous. It got twin like twice, and every time I make the Salad player start, and then in game 2 they say go first, and then they twin burst for me, and I activate Sanctum, and then I win the game because it is so ridiculous. And like I explained earlier with the security dragon interaction with like Phoenix and Ningirsu and stuff, like it's just so crazy. And I think it really stuck to the theme of the deck, whereas like we're not trying to lose to Twin Twisters, we're trying to keep cards advantage as much as possible, and we're trying to make Striker unfair, and these cards are all really unfair. So that's the deck.
It's crazy, man. Utopia like Sky Striker deck, man.
Spicy. So I have a lot of shoutouts. So shoutouts to everybody from Canada and the States who supports me. You guys are the homies and the reason why I play the game. Shoutouts to my main testing partners, which were Marcus Curies, Jesse Cotton, Abdul, and Ryan Yu. We came up with this deck together, and it was crazy. Like I said, I finished 3rd after Swiss. I lost to something really uncontrollable, but I genuinely feel like this was the deck to win the event.
It was, man. It was built pretty nice.
It was really good. Shoutouts to my team, Team Game Nation.
Game Nation, baby.
One of the best teams, probably the best right now. Go to YugiohMarket.com and use code Dylan5. If you use code PINCOD5 or ProPotato5, I will be very angry. Yeah, so thanks for watching, guys.
Hey, for sure, man. Congratulations getting top 64.
Thank you.
With the spice. And thanks for deck profile, bro.
Thank you.